So observe carefully. Here we have to select console application, so which is going to support multiple platforms like Linux, Mac and Windows. So you can click on OK. Then I am giving entity core demo. So here, as I said, you can select either .NET Core 3.1 version or 5.0 version. Anything is fine. So I am selecting the latest version 5.0. So you can click on create. So first thing, so among this all, so you have to go to this tools and go to this NuGet package manager, and you have to select package NuGet package manager for solution. Here in the search as it is, you can search for entity. Since it is a console application, majorly you require 3. So normally if it is web application, you have to install everything. So since it is a console application, you just need to install Entity Framework Core. So you can select your project name and click on install and click on accept. So here if you observe, there is an error you are getting. So because we had selected .NET version core version 5.0, so but we are trying to install 6.0 version because .NET 6 is the recent release, so it is not going to be supportable the updated version in the old version. So that is the reason. Select 5.0.13 and click on install. Then it will ask you for a license. You can accept that once it is done. So how come you know that whether it is done or not? Here you will get a symbol update available, otherwise here you can see uninstall. Whenever you will get uninstall option, when you have already installed, then you can see this uninstall option. So then you need to select this design. This is mandatory for console applications. So entity framework core.design, this will help you for migrations. You need to select 5.0.13, so you can click on install and click on accept. Output, once you see finished, then you can go for entity framework core.sql server. Here also select 5.0.13 and click on install and click on accept. So this is also installed. That's it. Now you can create a class which you want to convert into a DB set or a table. So first of all, either you can create in a separate file. So but in case to get better understanding, I am just writing here itself. So class product itself. So here let me keep product int id, string name, double price. So these are the properties of the product class. Now let's take the context class. So product context. So we know that every context class need to inherit the DB context from entity project. So this DB context need to inherit a namespace using Microsoft.Entity Framework Core. So then after that, first let us keep the DB sets which you want to convert them as tables. So that is what product, and that you can use the name products for the table name. So as of now everybody aware, correct? So now here you will get a new option, so where you can override a method. That method name is on configuring. Yes, on configuring. Yeah, this is the method to override. On configuring. So here you are going to pass the DB context options builder. So to this options builder, you need to mention whatever the name of this options builder is there. Dot. So there is the method use SQL server. So here you can directly mention what is the SQL server connection string. So here you are going to use SQL server. Now here you have to pass the connection string. So what is the connection string that you are going to write? Data source equal to, you can write the server name So since here it is not having any JSON file by default or configuration file, so we are writing the connection string here. Okay, so here my server name will be, this is my server name, initial catalog equal to, here you can give some name, db ef test. So then integrated security equal to true. So now we are ready with the connection string. Just close the semicolon. That means this options build, context option builder. So whenever we are configuring for the first time, so this particular settings, I mean by using SQL Server database, so this is the connection string will be bind up whenever the configuration is going on. So configuration will be goes on when the program is getting started. This is how generally we are going to write code first approach in Entity Framework core applications. So now here onwards you know the drill. So you need to go to this package manager console. First enable hyphen migrations. Migrations will be enabled. Then you can go ahead add migration and you can give some name initial. So now migration is getting added after the build. So build is going on, build succeeded. Now the migration was created. Now next one. So you know whenever you use this update database, then only these changes will be effective in the database side. So update database. So now you can go to this and here you can right click on the databases, click on refresh option, then you can see db ef test. There we have the table products, there we have the columns ID, name and price. So this is how you can create the database by using the code first approach in Entity Framework core applications. So while in case if you want to insert a record, so here in code side there will be no difference at all. You can use the same code however we wrote for Entity Framework. So Entity Framework core also will have the same thing. So here context name is product context. So now you will write the table name, I mean the class name, product some p1 is equal to new product. So then you will pass the name is equal to price is equal to something like this. After that if db dot save changes greater than 0, before that I need to pass it to the product context. So db dot products dot add of the product object. So now if it is greater than 0, then I can print product added successfully, else fail to add product. Now simply you can execute. So product added successfully. So now that's just a warning, whatever you see, don't worry about that. Okay, so now if I go and to this table and select the top 1000 records, you can see the record which we sent. So this is how we can perform any operation. Code wise there will be no change at all. Only thing additionally you need to understand how we are configuring the database connection string.